My father-in-law is obsessed with my breasts and demanded that I cover them while breastfeeding my baby, but when I refused he lost his mind and said he will show his junk if I don't cover up. I, 23 female, recently had my first child and have been breastfeeding. I don't use a cover because my baby doesn't like it. My husband's parents have commented in the past about my breastfeeding, saying I don't need to be doing it in public, distracting, and showing myself to others, because it can wait until I can do it privately at home. The issue recently happened when my father-in-law came over to visit. He made a comment to my husband that I managed to overhear about how my top was showing a lot. I did notice him glancing a few times. I wasn't wearing anything revealing really, just a normal top, but I do have a bigger chest, and a little skin was visible. I know my husband's parents don't like me nursing around them or near them. My husband had asked me previously if I could do it in my room to not cause a fuss when they're over. I was nursing in my room upstairs that day, but I was getting tired. I haven't been getting much sleep, taking care of my baby, constantly going upstairs, and my baby was hungry. They were all busy outside and I was in the living room alone. I pulled my top down a little and started nursing my baby, but then my father-in-law came back into the room after coming back in the house, and looked right at me and huffed a little. My husband and mother-in-law followed him into the room and she said, "You don't have to do that here, do you?" To which I didn't really know how to respond. My father-in-law, who moved more into the room in front of me and was looking right at my chest, muttered under his breath, "I'll just start walking around with my junk out, huh?" My mother-in-law told me to take it to my room so her husband didn't have to see it all hanging out, and she motioned to her chest. I was just looking back at them not knowing what to say. I kind of froze and just continued breastfeeding my son, and they just stood there watching like they were expecting me to move, and I just felt exposed and shy, wishing I had just done it in my room. My husband got them to calm down and eventually his parents left the room with a little huff. My husband went and got me a glass of water. It got a little awkward after that. I'm not really confrontational, and for the rest of that day until they left, I just went to my room quietly to do it. They've commented like this before and it's hurt my confidence, for example in breastfeeding in public. I really didn't mean anything and was just trying to feed my son. Am I the butthole?